All right. Did you say everything's rolling? In my head, I was trying to think of an intro, but I think this is the intro. We're rolling. To keep talking Jordan. I know I've been gone for, like 2 weeks. Thing is, I'm going to be really real with you. It felt very hard to talk about the episodes without, you know what I mean? My mama always said, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. All right. I'll put my 2 cents in real quick just because I'm going to get in trouble. I keep getting in trouble. MTV be flagging the videos whenever we doing any kind of reaction or anything. So I'm just trying not to get in trouble. Yeah. Nailgate. I don't know. Did anybody notice any differences in the boards or the way that the nails fell out? I don't know. That's my only question. If you did, sick. If you didn't, you probably don't see well. So all power to Tina. Good job. Never in a million years would I have thought to do that, and I've pulled out more nails of boards in my lifetime than you could probably count. Never would have thought to do that. So good job. Long live Era 1. Well, I guess not very long, because then we jump right to next week and we go jump off a building. It's synonymous with a challenge. We had to jump off of a building. Johnny Bananas has this thing that he says, there's 2 people in this world, people who say they like heights and people who are lying. And the longer I do this, the more times that I jump off of buildings, I'm not going to lie, it gets a little harder. You'd think it gets easier because we're like, well, I've done this before. I know it's going to happen. You don't. It's a different free fall every time. This one was 180-foot free fall. 180-foot free fall as we're jumping on this building. Panama, X's 2, that was a 75-foot free fall. And it felt very fast. And we reached terminal velocity by that time. And this one was 180. And we're jumping off of what looks like the Avengers building. It was sick. Don't get me wrong, it was sick. But it was a lot. So we jump off a building. We got to pull everybody up. I'm going to tell you right now, I work my butt off for that. And there's something that having one hand has taught me throughout my life. And that is, you got to figure out a better way. Because the way that they're showing you is for them. It's not for me. Honestly, it's a blessing and a curse, because I look at everything that everyone does and I'm like, I bet we could figure out a better way to do that. Shut up, Jordan. Okay? In these instances, don't keep talking. Just shut up and keep on moving. But sometimes it comes in handy because I'm just in the moment. I'm feeling this out, right? And the way that the mechanisms work is we pull the ropes. It comes through one pulley and it's going into another lock pulley over here. So we have tension both ways. Like, it will not come back. So if we were to pull the opposite direction, it doesn't move. And then pulling forward is obviously the weight of the person that we're pulling up. So I figure out I can't just reach out. There's no sense in me reaching out with 2 hands, and just trying to grab it, because this thing ain't gonna do shit, dude. It just goes up and down that rope. I'm always trying to figure out, like, how can I get my wrist and my elbow involved on my left hand or my left side, because that's how I'm going to be able to hold on to anything. So I hook my elbow on this thing, and if you guys see in the episode, hook it so the rope is going behind my back and it comes in here to my good hand, and hook that thing, go under, around, twist it through there, pull. As I would pull, I would twist my body. This is a whole different leverage point, than just going like that. So by twisting like that, we get the thing started, and then I get my arm all the way around, and I would lock it in, just hook it on that next rope. Now I effectively have a loop around my body, right? Because the rope is on my elbow, but my forearm is now an extension. I just hook it on this other rope where I would lock my own hands. And now I just have to back up, and my body is hooked to this rope. Made it much, much more bearable, because what gave out here was your grip. Ask Theo. Look at him. It's not that he wasn't strong enough. Dude, he beasted that for so long, about 3/4 of the way. And that last quarter, it killed him because his grip was gone. You saw he's just slipping, because it doesn't matter how much you tell yourself, squeeze harder. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Go right back to Panama, X's 2, going down that rope. I'm trying to stop, and I'm telling myself, squeeze. Doesn't matter. So I would have died. It doesn't matter that like death is there. Shout out to the rigging guys. You guys are the real ones. I never have doubts working with our rigging team. Our rigging team does not work on all stunts, but anything that there's like a semi or buildings stuff, we have a special rigging team that comes in, and they are very good. They're all Kiwis or Australians, so they'll talk like these too. They've got names like germ, worm, berm, slurm, all kinds of things, slug, but they're very, very good at their jobs, and for them I am eternally grateful and alive. I'm actually alive, so thank you, boys. Anyway, we jump out this building. Era 3, Milan. We do great. We smash this thing. This day sucked. This is a hard challenge. Just like, dude, I don't want to talk about it because the day sucked. We woke up at like 5:30 a.m. We like sit around. They got us waiting around for no good reason. They won't tell us anything. And then, we get to the building. We have this like staging floor that we're on that we like get ready and everything, and then you go up, and that's where we're all watching and shit. So we're hanging out up there, and the floor that we're on in that building, as cool as the building is, it's actually under construction, so it was perfect for renting out to a TV show to come in and film on it. So we're just hanging out in like a construction zone basically all day, and we get there early, get going, because these rigging ones take a long time because everything is triple and quadruple checked before we are sent off these buildings. So take your time by all means, and they do. But we know it's going to be a long day. We're up there, I'm not kidding you, 13 hours, and we still haven't eaten. And we're like, yo, we're one of the later groups, and these like later groups that have to go. Like, we are fucking hungry, dude. So we end up getting a box lunch and everything, It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. This day sucked. As cool as the challenge was, sick challenge. Era 3 did our thing, and something that wasn't shown was we finish up. Now Era 4 has already gone, and we finished up. So Era 4 has just gone. They're like taking all their rigging stuff off. And we come out, and we're just stoked. You're filled with so much adrenaline that you just did that thing, especially the person that went off the buildings. And then we did the task very well. We're all like stoked and everything. And usually everyone congratulates everyone because your lives were just in danger. And we're like, great job. You guys didn't die. And the game kind of gets put in the back seat. But we come through, on this staging floor, and Era 4 is still down there. And Josh, immediately, we walk through the door. We're like, yo, what's up, guys? They're like, yo, you guys fucking cheated. Straight up, Josh. And I go, what the fuck did you just say? You guys fucking cheated. They were slacking that rope. That's bullshit. I just immediately, my adrenaline was already up to here. So Vane's just, you fucking piece of shit. We just get off of this building and you accuse me of cheating, you cock. I was so fucking mad. And we all went off. It was me and Corey and Theo and Josh, and everyone was just going at it. Now flash to the house, and like everyone's like chilled out, and we've all gotten ready to go out for the night. And so we've all got like a drink in our hand. We come in there, and Josh comes walking in the room, like, hey guys, like, sorry about today. We're like, yo, dude, like, us too, man. Sorry. And this is the shit that it never gets shown. And like the dichotomy of our relationships, because yes, we want to see more competition, but it's like, we want to see the consequences of the competition. And this is like so true and indicative of not only competitors, but people who have spent years of their lives living together and doing so on television. Like, we've built up these relationships that we can do that. But for some reason, they just love to put the toxic shit out there and just have like no resolve. They put us in these shitty situations, and they get riled up, and then it gets just taken out of context or used out of context. But flash from this fight, and we're busting up laughing because we are reenacting our fight now. Now all of our team, all of Air 3 and 4 and some extra people are in there. And we likened it to when dogs meet at the fence and they just like, and they just start running back and forth on the fence. And then as soon as you like open the fence, they're like, they just kind of sit there. Corey and I just, I don't know. We had a really good laugh about it, and it was all in good fun, all in good sportsmanship. We didn't cheat. We whooped that ass, and it was a pleasure. It's just tough to talk about challenges. There's so much good shit that happens, and it doesn't get shown, and then I get in trouble if I talk about things that don't get shown. And it's like it's tough. But you know what I can talk about? How about these UFC 307 fights that are coming up? Alex Pereira taking on Khalil Roundtree. I like the fights. I like watching the fights. I grew up wrestling my whole life, and we actually had a little fight club like throughout high school. And my best friends would come over, and we had this upstairs of our shop. We threw mats down on the floor, and like multiple times a week, bunch of dudes would come over. We'd all put on the gloves and just beat the shit out of each other, literally fight club style. They'd call each other out, like, all right, we'd ref our own fights, put on the gloves, let's get at it. Also, I fought in the cage before. I fought in the cage twice before. It's a crazy experience because I've been in wrestling. I've been at to Worlds, Vegas and Reno and been on the final stage, lights and in front of a whole crowd. It's a very different thing when you're about to go out there and do violence with someone. The guys that want to do that often and do that for a job, I salute you guys. So thank you very much for putting on the show for us. The ultimate is the bragging rights. It's primal. You've got Alex Pereira, the champ, taking on Khalil Roundtree. Khalil has an insane bag, if you will. Super tough dude. He walks through a bunch of stuff. The thing is, Pereira is different, and I just think Pereira's hands are gonna catch him walking in. He can wrestle him. Pereira's got Glover Teixeira in his camp, leading his camp really, which Glover is very, very good on the ground and big. So I think they've been working on it because that's an obvious flaw. So I think that they're always working on it. I just don't think anybody has utilized it yet. Juliana Pena versus Raquel Pennington. That is going to be a banger with all hands. That's just going to literally be walking down. It's just going to be combo, 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 jab, jab, combo, combo, combo. If the correct Pena shows up. Jose Aldo versus Batista. This is old versus new. Jose's in this spot where the champion gets to where they're just like, dude, this guy, we're talking about how tough they are. So this will be a very interesting fight for Jose Batista. New, hungry, depends on which fighter shows up, but also depends on which Aldo shows up, because if he has got this second life back in him, so that guy shows up, then it's going to be a hell of a night for Batista. Kevin Holland, Roman Dolidze. It's always great watching Kevin Holland fight. I have more on that one in a second, because I'm going to tell you guys my picks. I'm betting these. I'm going to talk about the bets and how we're winning, how we're losing, how much I'm betting, things like that. We've got Kayla Harrison versus Ketlin Vieira. Huge favorite. It's rare you see a favorite that much, betting odds wise. And then the prelims that we'll talk about is Wonderboy Thompson versus Joaquin Buckley. I got a parlay that I'm going to do. 5-fight parlay. It is worth plus 831, and I'm probably going to throw $100 at it. Okay. In Roundtree versus Pereira, we're going Pereira. Okay. Easy. Duh. I'm going to take the dog, slight dog, in the co-main. Okay. I'm taking Juliana Pena. She's done it before, right? She's come in as a dog, taking a belt. So I'm going Juliana Pena. I'm also going Jose Aldo. I think experience wins here, and he a dog. You guys remember when Cowboy fought Hernandez, and Hernandez was undefeated at the time, and Cowboy spanked his ass? Yeah, that was a goodie. Hernandez fighting on this card, by the way. Hilarious. So I'm taking Aldo. So I got Pereira, Pena, Aldo, Holland, and Romain. The Holland-Romain Delice fight. I'm not taking Kev in the parlay, but I am going to take him as a prop. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. Those fights are crazy. Kayla Harrison, Ketlin. We're taking Kayla there. Duh, huge favorite. Let's get that easy dub. And then on the prelims, it's Wonder Boy versus Joaquin. I think Buckley gets it done. 5 fights. Pereira, Pena, Aldo, Kayla Harrison, and Buckley against Wonder Boy. That is going to give you a plus 831. Okay, bet $100, $100 to win 831. Going back to Kevin Holland, Romain Delice. Kevin Holland does not win decisions. All right, he wobbles them and then TKOs or jumps around the back and submits them. So I'm going Holland by finish. He's a slight favorite right now to minus 162. So that does not excite me. Oh, having to bet $162 to win 100, that doesn't excite me. However, Kevin Holland, if we're picking the second round, that's a plus 644. The spread's $75 over on Holland. Yeah, sure. Let's spread $100 over Holland. And let's do rounds 1, 2, and 3. And round 1, plus 471. Round 2, plus 644. And round 3 is a plus 1,004. So if we put $30 on each one of those, we're making a couple hundred off of each one. So it covers the 60 that you lose. So I'm probably going to take those 3 and I'll probably put $50 on each. So I'll lose $100. Whatever round I hit on, I'll lose $100, but I'll make minimum 471. So take that $100 away, I'll make 371 on Holland. If he does it in the second round, finishes him in the second round, doesn't matter the finish, he has to finish in the second round, plus 644. So make 644 minus 100 that you lost. Cool. Make 544 on that. And 1,004, it's 904 that you're making on the next one. That's what I'm going to bet. Got a 5-fight parlay going, and then prop fight with Kevin Holland. And if you missed it, next time, lights out, extreme fighting. I host a live stream party. So join the party. You can watch the fights for free. Get the app. Lights Out Extreme Sports TV. Well, that's what I got. That's new. Okay. What do we got coming up? Kyland is going to come by, and we got a golf match planned. It's going to be Kyland and I teaming up against Diner and fellow recording artist Steven Cortez. We're going to take to the course out here, and we'll bring it to you guys. Just keep talking, Jordan. See you next time. That's a gun. That's a most